afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are truly excited to have you here for this session on the Q-NEX meeting room booking solution. Before we start, we are just going to wait 5 minutes for more people to join in. Then we will begin. In the meanwhile, kindly note that if you have any questions during the session, you can feel free to ask in the Q&A session, and our team is available to answer any questions. In case you have additional questions, you can always drop an email to iqbot@iqbot.net, and we will be able to assist. After this webinar, we will also share a recording of today's session, and then if you have any other questions, you can always get back to us, and our team will be there to help. We are just going to wait a couple more minutes, and then we can start. Thank you. Alright, I think we can begin. Thank you everyone for joining. Today our topic is Q-NEX meeting room booking solution. As we all know, meeting room is a very important resource for enterprises, and the management and the utilization efficiency of meeting rooms can greatly affect the overall collaboration and work efficiency of enterprise. Therefore, today's webinar aims to help organizations efficiently utilize shared space through the Q-NEX meeting room booking solution. In today's section, I will guide you through 4 parts to help you better understand this solution: the challenges organizations face without a booking system, what the Q-NEX meeting room booking solution includes, key highlights of the Q-NEX room schedule, and finally, how to quickly deploy and use the booking system. So now, let's begin by looking at the question: what really happens when an organization does not have a meeting room system? Let's dive into part 1. Let's start with the visibility. Without a room scheduling panel outside the meeting room or a centralized booking platform, employees often don't know whether a room is truly available. If an employee has an urgent internal discussion and needs a meeting room immediately, all he could do is walking down the hallway and checking room after room. Maybe one that looks empty, but they are not sure if someone has booked it. Another room has people inside, but maybe they are finishing soon. In these situations still play out daily in many organizations. Even a few minutes lost per employee per day becomes significant at the organization level. The second challenge is coordination. Without a clear meeting room booking system, employees often rely on manual methods, including sending emails or simply informing colleagues verbally to reverse meeting rooms. As a result, different teams may reverse the same meeting room without realizing it. When both groups arrive at the room expecting to use it, it can create confusion and sometimes even disagreements about who should use this space. In situations where both teams are under time pressure, there may not be enough time to search for another available room. This can delay meetings and create unnecessary tension between colleagues. The third challenge mainly affects enterprise administrators. Without a centralized platform, administrators have limited visibility into how meeting rooms are being used across the organization. It becomes difficult to coordinate resources and manage different types of meeting spaces. For example, administrators may want to set certain policies for specific meeting rooms. Some rooms may require approval before a booking is confirmed. Without a unified system, it may be difficult to realize. So the question becomes, how can organizations manage meeting rooms more efficiently while making the booking process simple and transparent? That is exactly what the Q-NEX meeting room booking solution is designed to solve. So let's go to the second part, what this solution includes. The Q-NEX meeting room booking solution consists of 2 main components, hardware and software. First, the hardware component is the room scheduler. The room scheduler is a smart meeting room scheduling panel that is installed outside the meeting room. It provides real-time room status information and allows users to quickly view schedules of booking a meeting. Second, the software is the Q-NEX platform. The Q-NEX platform serves as a centralized management system. It is used to set up panels, meeting rooms, book meetings, and manage schedules. It has web and mobile apps versions. So Room Scheduler and the Q-NEX platform create a complete meeting room booking solution that is both easy to use and easy to manage. Next, let's take a closer look at some of the highlights of the hardware Room Scheduler. The Room Scheduler is the device that employees interact with directly in their daily work. So in this session, I will walk you through several key features that make the Room Scheduler a powerful tool for managing meeting spaces. Let's start with the panel display and the interface. The Room Scheduler features a 10-inch capacitive touch panel designed to provide a clear and intuitive user experience. It has a 10-inch LCD display with a resolution of 1280 by 800 and a brightness of 300 nits. So the room status, such as vacant or occupied, along with the current and upcoming meeting schedule, can be easily seen. The screen is also protected by 3mm tempered glass with anti-glare and anti-fingerprint coating, which helps reduce reflections and keeps the display clear even with frequent use. At the same time, the capacitive touch technology ensures that the interface is responsive and easy to navigate. It supports 10-point capacitive touch, allowing users to interact with the system smoothly and accurately. With this touch interface, employees can simply tap the screen to view upcoming meetings, check the room scheduler, or interact with the system. It also supports direct meeting reservations from the panel, which is especially useful for spontaneous discussions or quick team meetings where employees need to book a room immediately. With just a few taps, the meeting room can be reserved and the schedule is instantly updated. Let's move on to the second highlight. One of the most practical features of the room scheduler is clear room status visibility. The device is equipped with LED light strips that clearly indicates whether the meeting room is currently available or occupied. A green light may indicate that the room is vacant, while a red light indicates that it is occupied. This means that even from down the hallway, employees can quickly identify whether the room is available without needing to walk up to the screen. Now, visibility is important, but an effective meeting room system also needs to integrate smoothly with the tools that organizations already use. This brings us to the next highlight. A meeting room booking solution aims at helping organizations reduce their workload. That's why the Q-NEX room scheduler is designed to integrate seamlessly with existing scheduling systems. The system supports Microsoft 365 integration, which allows meeting schedules from Outlook or Microsoft Teams to automatically synchronize the panel. For organizations that already use Microsoft 365 for collaboration, this means employees can continue using the tools they are already familiar with. When a meeting room is booked or cancelled through Outlook or Teams, the information will automatically appear on the panel outside the room. For organizations that do not use Microsoft systems, the room scheduler can also work with the Q-NEX native meeting calendar. In this case, meeting bookings can be created through two ways: the Q-NEX app on mobile devices or through the Q-NEX platform console on a web browser. This allows administrators to manage meeting rooms, set up the scheduling panels, and operate the meeting booking system, all within the same platform, creating a more centralized and streamlined management experience. In general, organizations can only choose one meeting calendar, Microsoft 365 or Q-NEX native meeting calendar. Now that we are talking about scheduling and visibility, let's look at another important aspect of meeting management: attendance confirmation. We support check-in via scanning the QR code on the room scheduler panel. With QR code check-in, employees and the visitors can quickly confirm their attendance simply. This provides a fast and convenient check-in experience, allowing participants to complete the process using their mobile devices without any complicated procedures. For organizations that frequently host meetings with guests or cross-department teams, this feature helps make the check-in process more seamless and organized. Next useful feature is secure access control. Since the room scheduler is installed outside the meeting room and accessible to anyone passing by, organizations may want to prevent unauthorized users from making reservations directly on the panel. To support this, the room scheduler provides secure access control for the control panel. Before creating a reservation on the panel, users may be required to unlock the panel through identity verification. This can be done either by entering a password or by using an NFC card. Beyond functionality and security, another important consideration for any workspace technology is how well it fits into the real office environment. First, the device supports an easy wall-mounted installation. This device is very lightweight, and we provide a dedicated mounting bracket for it. The installer simply needs to assemble the bracket with the room scheduler and then attach it to the door or the wall outside the room using some glue. This design makes employee deployment quickly, flexible, and space efficient, providing clear visibility of room schedule while keeping the workspace neat and organized. In addition, the room scheduler supports power over Ethernet. This means that both power and the network connectivity can be delivered through a single Ethernet cable. As a result, installation becomes much simpler and cleaner, reducing the need for additional power adapters or complicated wiring. Another thoughtful feature is the energy-saving sleep mode, which is designed for real office usage scenarios. Administrators can configure a sleep scheduler, for example, from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. every day. During this period, the screen and the slide indicator lights automatically turn off to reduce unnecessary power consumption when the office is not in use, while during work hours, the screen and the side lighting remain active, clearly displaying the room status and the day's meeting schedule. This helps organizations maintain energy efficiency while ensuring the device is always ready when needed. Taken together, these design features make the room scheduler not only easy to install, but also practical for long-term use in modern workspaces. Now that we have explored the key features of the room scheduler, next up is another important part of this webinar, the use of the software, how to quickly deploy and use the meeting booking system. Setting up the meeting booking system involves a few preparation steps. These steps ensure that the room scheduler, meeting room, the Q-NEX platform, and the meeting candidate are all properly connected and synchronized. Before we go into the detailed steps, please note that for meeting room booking, organizations can either synchronize the native meeting schedule within the Q-NEX console, or they can bind a third-party candidate from Microsoft 365. Only one scheduling source can be synchronized to the room schedule panel at the time. In other words, each meeting room will operate based on a single scheduling system, either the Q-NEX native candidate or a third-party candidate integration. This design not only avoids potential scheduling conflicts between multiple candidate systems, but also meet the different applications needs of different organizations. But different usage scenarios will need different operating procedures. There are three main application scenarios. First, organizations already using Microsoft 365 system. Second, organizations haven't been using any meeting schedule system. Third, walk-up booking directly from the room schedule panel required in organizations. However, regardless of the application scenario, the first thing we all need to do is set up room schedule, device, and the meeting room in the Q-NEX platform dashboard. This step ensures that each panel is installed outside the meeting room displays the correct room information. So let's first understand how to do it. To make the process easier to follow, I will walk you through it with a short demo video.
First step, importing the room scheduler panel's ID. The ID is unique code for every room scheduler. Once the device is powered on and connected to the network, then just tap the setting button on the top right corner. Find the panel ID here and use this ID to set up this panel in the dashboard. Then log into the Q-NEX platform and click the icon on the top right corner, Dashboard. From the menu on the left, go to Meeting, Panel Management. Here you can add and manage all the room scheduler panels. Click a button to add a panel. Then customize the panel name. Enter panel ID that just saw on the panel. Finally, click Save to finish the setup. Then IP address will show here. This means that this device has been successfully bound to the Q-NEX system. The second step is binding the panel to the correct meeting room. From the menu on the left, go to Meeting, Room Management. Click a button to add a new meeting room. Then enter the basic and required information such as the meeting room name, location, and capacity. Reservation approval. This is where you can choose whether or not an employee needs administrator approval before booking the meeting room. For this function, I will also show you later. Room status, choose available and bind room panel. Choose the available panel. Up to 2 panels can be selected. Click Save. Now that the meeting room and the room scheduler panel are successfully matched.
After completing the first step, we will explain the different usage steps according to the different application scenarios. First, scenarios. For organizations that are already using Microsoft 365, the system can synchronize meeting room schedules directly with Outlook or Microsoft Teams. In this case, the administrators need to bind the Microsoft 365 calendar within the Q-NEX platform console, and the meeting schedules will automatically synchronize the room schedule panel. So how to bind the third-party calendar? To make this process easier to follow, I will walk you through it using a short demonstration video.
Welcome to this tutorial on connecting Microsoft Outlook and Teams with the Q-NEX Room Scheduler system. First, log into your Microsoft Azure portal. Then click New Registration. Give your app a name. Under Supported Account Types, choose Single Tenant. Now scroll to the Redirect URI section. Choose Web and enter the redirect address provided by Q-NEX. Click Register, and once it's done, note down 2 important IDs, the Application ID and the Directory ID. Next, click API Permissions, then add a permission. Choose Microsoft Graph. We'll add 2 types of permissions, Delegated and Application. For delegated permissions, add Calendar Read and Write. Offline access. Open ID. Place read all. Then, for application permissions, add Calendar Read and Write. Directory Read All. User Read All. Place Read All. When you're done, click Grant Admin Consent to approve everything. In your app registration, go to Certificates and Secrets, and click New Client Secret. Give it a description, and choose an expiration period. Click Add, and you'll see a value appear on the screen. Copy that value right away. This is your client secret. So now, you should have 3 important pieces of information: your tenant ID, your application ID, and your client secret. Log into your Q-NEX dashboard. Navigate to the Meeting Management section and add a new panel. Assign it to an existing meeting room. Then go to Microsoft 365 integration. Here, fill in the 3 fields: Tenant ID, Application ID, Client Secret. Click Bind and sign in with your Microsoft account to authorize the connection. Open Outlook or Microsoft Teams and create a new meeting. Give it a name, set your time range, and most importantly, choose a meeting room from your organization's room list. Send the meeting invitation, then head back to the Q-NEX dashboard. You'll see your new meeting appear automatically, perfectly synced with the room scheduler display.
For organizations that choose to integrate with Microsoft 365, employees are already very familiar with the meeting booking interface, so I will now explain these details. The second scenario applies to organizations that do not currently use any meeting scheduling system. For these organizations, we recommend that using building meeting scheduling system on the Q-NEX platform. Administrators can manage both meeting rooms, room schedulers, and the meeting booking within a single platform. On how to use this system, let's see a video together.
Let's quickly go over how to book a meeting on the web console. You can also book a meeting through mobile app Q-NEX. Log into the Q-NEX platform. First, administrators need to create user accounts for employees. In the Q-NEX dashboard, go to the left menu and click Users. To add a new employee account, click New User, then simply fill in the required information. For example, we enter the username set password and assign the user role. Most employees will typically be assigned the general user role, while administrators can be assigned the administrator role, with additional management permissions. Other information such as nickname, employee ID, email, or phone number can also be added if needed. Once the information is completed, click Save. And the employee account will be created. Next, let's see how employees use the Q-NEX meeting booking page. After logging in from the home page, click Meeting. To open the Q-NEX meeting calendar, the system provides both calendar view and list view. You can click this icon on the top right corner. In the calendar view, meetings are displayed according to their scheduled date and time. Users can easily move between different months or select a specific date to check or schedule meetings. To initiate a meeting, click this plus button here. Then fill in the meeting information in the pop-up window. First, enter the meeting topic. Next, specify the presenter of the meeting. Then select the date and time for the meeting. After that, choose the meeting room. By default, the system shows only the rooms available during the selected time period, which helps users quickly find a suitable space. Additional information such as participants' email and notes can also be added. When participant email addresses are entered, the system can automatically send notifications for invitations, updates, or cancellations. Once everything is ready, click Confirm and the reservation will be created. The meeting will then appear in the schedule and will automatically synchronize with the room scheduler panel. If a meeting needs to be modified or cancelled later, find the meeting and click. Click the icon in the top right corner to edit or delete. Normally, only the person who created the meeting can modify or cancel it. For organizations requiring approval for certain rooms, administrators can also review meeting requests. By clicking Meeting Approval, administrators can approve or reject them. It also supports viewing approved or expired meeting approvals. With that, the basic workflow of using the Q-NEX meeting booking page is complete, and the meeting schedule will automatically synchronize with the room scheduler.
Final scenario is about workout booking, which is also very common in daily office environments. As mentioned earlier, users can quickly book a meeting room directly from the panel. However, this feature is available only when the system is synchronized with the Q-NEX native meeting calendar. So how do you quickly book a meeting in specific meeting room? It's very simple. Please watch the video.
This is the CPL50, which is the room schedule display, and you can book a meeting right here and type a title, also the booker, then choose this. Then you can see the meeting informations right here.
Before we wrap up, we have a dedicated Q&A session. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions about the solution, the features we covered today, or how the system can be implemented in your environment, please leave a message in the comment area. We will take the next few minutes to go through as many questions as we can.
I just see the logos problems. So I think for the CPL50, we can choose the wallpaper for each panel. So you can customize your logos on the paper for all the CPL50, which is the room scheduler panel. For the password, the CPL50 has a default password. After you get the panel, you can contact us and we can tell you the default panel for some case if you forget your password. For the password, if you forget your password, you can contact us and we will give you the default password, also called the admin password. I think the JPG or some pictures can be put like the wallpaper. But the CPL50's main function is to show the meeting's information. So I think the most important part will be the meeting informations on the CPL50.
Thank you very much for participating. Throughout this webinar, we focused on the Q-NEX meeting room booking solution. However, creating an efficient meeting space often involves more than just scheduling. By combining the room scheduler with other Q-NEX smart meeting room solutions, organizations can build a more intelligent and seamless meeting environment. For example, the IQ-Share BYOM box wireless presentation and the collaboration device supports both BYOD and the BYOM scenarios, allowing participants to use their own devices to share content or run online meetings without complicated setup. Network Presentation Switcher (NPS), network-based presentation switching, and the centralized device control enables centralized control of device and the seamless switching between different presentation sources. When this solution works together with the Q-NEX Room Scheduler, organizations can manage meeting spaces more efficiently, simply collaboration, and deliver a smarter, more flexible meeting room experience. Finally, our products and the solutions extend far beyond what we have covered today. If you'd like to learn more about the solution or explore a customized solution tailored to your needs, please feel free to contact our sales team. Thank you again for taking the time to join us today. We truly appreciate your participation. For those of you who couldn't join us today, don't worry, you can always reach out to our team throughout the contact information on this page, and we will be happy to answer your questions to provide solutions for your needs. That is all about today's webinar. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates on smart education and presentation technology. See you next time.